In a move not seen since President Ronald Reagan, President-elect Trump ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange, officially signaling the comeback of the century.
It's 9:48. Should you be making money?
JD, all our guys, Bill Senior. I mean, this is it.
What's up, guys? How are we doing?
Is anybody who's our guy? You're our guy. This is it. You are our guy.
You are our guy. He, after all of this, being named Person of the Year by Time Magazine. And just keep in mind, this is what Time Magazine cover looked like just 3 months ago. You know, as the Jersey Shore situation would say, the comeback is always greater than the setback. Joining us now, you didn't think I'd be quoting the situation on this show, but here we are. Hillary Fordwich, President and CEO of Strellmark LLC. Also with us, Seth Denson, business and market analyst. Hillary, what do you think about President Trump there ringing the bell? Time Magazine, he's making the economy great again already.
Oh, absolutely, Lydia. Pleasure to be back with you and my Texan buddy, Seth. I think it's fabulous because what is so important is not only did 77 million Americans vote for him, oh, the faith in the American public, but so importantly, this actually goes to prove he also beat not just big media and big tech, but they've not only been beaten, they've now jumped on the bandwagon. The only thing that's more important to them about their left-wing politics are their own numbers. They want readership. They want to be back in the mainstream. And I think a lot of media is realizing if we don't get on this Trump train, we're going nowhere anymore. And when Reagan rang that bell, he said that we're going to put the bears back into hibernation. And of course, President Trump is going to do it a different way, but I think this is more of what we need, and that is the end of the bias that we had. It wasn't the mainstream media, it was the left-wing propaganda media, and it's really annoying to have had them being called the mainstream. I think Newsmax now, obviously, is with the majority of the American people. We are the mainstream.
I couldn't agree more. Now, Seth, I want you to take a listen to what Trump had to say about the state of our economy earlier today.
We are incentivizing everybody to come back to the United States. We want you back here. Car manufacturers, everybody. And we have one product that nobody has really to the extent that we do. It's called oil and gas. There is no country in the world that has more. We're number one. When that happens, prices are going to start coming down because people can't afford their groceries, and they're going to be affording their groceries very soon. We're going to have an economy the likes of which nobody's ever seen before, and everybody's coming back to America.
Seth, this is such a stark contrast from the Biden administration that on day one of its administration declared war on the fossil fuel industry, shut down that Keystone pipeline, and you just heard Trump there say, drill, baby, drill. That's the answer to bringing down inflation, which is essentially a tax on the middle class and the poor.
It really is, Lydia, and great to be with you as well, and my friend Hillary. But here's the thing, right? So you got Trump at the New York Stock Exchange today ringing the bell, and that's great. But the reality is he was elected because the stock market is in a direct dichotomy of the supermarket. And he mentioned it there. You think about it, ground beef up 30% since he left office. Things like energy, fuel, up 131%, and that's actually down from its peak, which was significantly higher. The average cost of living for an American today is 23% higher than it was when Donald Trump left office. So it is those Americans, those common sense Americans, who put aside the garbage that they were hearing on mainstream media and said, wait a minute, I'm going to vote with reality. And I know what reality is. It's a proud moment to be an American because it's proud to look at my fellow Americans and say, yep, we actually paid attention.
We have to leave it right there. Real quick, the reaction I wanted to get. President Javier Milei saying that he's going to have a 90% tax cut. What do you think about that? Hillary, could we see something like that here in the United States? And then Seth, real quick reaction.
Yes, absolutely. And he wants to do a trade deal with President Trump. And remember, he was Chainsaw Man. He has destroyed government departments. He's done all the right things. And I think it'll be brilliant with he and Trump as a great partnership.
And Seth?
In 1 year, he's taken inflation from 25% to 2.7%. He gets it.
He totally does. Hillary and Seth, thank you both.
Pleasure.